Hello and welcome to the TSI AFL studios. Nat Edwards and Robert Walls with you. Well, the Bombers got off to a fantastic start to the season. They were 8-3 at the halfway mark, but fell away in the second half of the year. They've lost their last 7 games. And Robert, it's been well documented they've been hampered by injuries, but where else have they gone wrong?
Nat, it's an interesting season that the Bombers have had. It started so very well. At the halfway mark, they were 8 wins and 3 losses, looking really good. In fact, premiership favourites with some people. And then it's just been a disaster the second half of the year. Complete opposite. They only won the 3 games and they lost 8. And so James Hird's got a lot of work to do over summer, particularly with his fitness staff and all of those injuries that they had. But if we have a look at just some facts and figures about the Bombers, and we compare their first half of the season with the second half of the season, well, it's quite dramatic reading. The average score the Bombers kicked in the first half of the year, 102.8 points a game. That fell to 95. Now, that's only a 1-goal difference, if you like, from the first half to the second half of the season as far as the scores that they kicked. The big difference was the scores kicked against them. In the first half of the season, the average score kicked against the Bombers was 77.7 points a game. That rose to 95 points a game in the second half of the season. Now, the stat that all of the coaches love is winning contested possession. Well, the Bombers in the first half of the season, they were ranked 3 in the competition. That fell to 8th. James Hird would be really concerned that the competitive spirit of his team really fell away dramatically. Effective kicks, the Bombers ranked 2nd in the first half of the year. That fell away to 10th. They were 1 for short kicks in the first half of the year. That fell away to 8th. With the short kicks, you get uncontested marks because you find players out in space. They were number 1 for uncontested marks. That fell away to 9th. So the opposition woke up to them. They realised that you had to not let Essendon find space, wear them really tight, and then there wasn't too much left to their game. Inside 50s, 1st in the first half of the year, that fell away to 5th, and their tackle count dropped by 6. So as far as size and strength goes, they got monstered, the Bombers. Look, their idea with their fitness program is to build strength and bulk with their midfield players. They pushed too hard. Injuries came. They're on the right track, but they've just got to make sure that they pull it back a little bit. It's not going to happen in 1 or 2 years as they hoped. It's more like 4 or 5 years to get the size into the players that they want.
Thank you very much for joining us on TSI AFL. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.